Hi, Ota.
What's wrong? You look like you have a lot on your mind.
Yeah. I just found out online. The corpse at Bloom Park. That was Renju's ex-wife, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So that was Mizuki's mom.
And you ran
Mizuki
away!
saw her own mom. And I just
Okay, he's
just left
feeling
her.
bad. That's good. Can't undo it, though.
But I didn't know.
That wouldn't have
I
mattered.
knew her as Shoko Nadami. Her last name is different. I didn't know that was Mizuki's mother. I want to apologize to her. I need to tell her that I'm sorry.
Good. You gain 1 more point back, Ota. One. Holy cow, they were not kidding. Wow, those are the size of her head. Wow. Oh, she's just the receptionist now, not the receptionist with big boobs. Where's Iris?
Iris? You mean Asa?
Oh my god,
She's recording
an
a
airhead.
podcast in the underground studio. If you need her right away, I can try contacting her.
No, it's fine.
Wow,
This
she's
can
an
wait
airhead.
until she's done.
Her brains are down here, is what it seems. You're cute.
You get asked out a lot, don't you? I don't know why you're sitting here behind a desk. You should be an idol.
Oh, thank you. But despite my looks, I am a bit too old to be an idol. I couldn't get into it now.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I turned 36 this year.
Nice. Looking good.
You're kidding.
Bravo. Bravo. That's impressive. I don't want to ask her out, though. That's a total airhead. About Mizuki.
Mizuki didn't seem like she was angry with you.
What? You met Mizuki? Oh, at the interrogation.
That's right. He doesn't know I live with Mizuki. I have no reason to hide it, but it's sort of hard to explain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spoke to Mizuki at her, questioning earlier.
You're sick, Date.
What?
Questioning? That sounds dirty. If I were writing a light novel, that's exactly how I would describe a sexy scene.
Those are the kind of novels
What kind of
you write,
novels
isn't
are
it?
you writing, kid?
Wow. Where have you been?
Nowhere, just doing my normal routine.
I don't know your normal routine.
I went to a doujin store to look at the new releases. Then I ate some ramen at Jiro's, and then headed over to the PC cafe to browse threads. You know, normal.
If that's normal, I haven't had a normal day in my
PC
life.
Cafe. Oh no, the one we went to was the sunfish thing.
I don't know anything. I've only seen Renju a couple of times.
I didn't think it was possible to be this bad at lying.
It is.
Though it is plainly obvious, I did a thermal check on Ota's body. This is his current body temperature.
That's what I thought. Have you forgotten, Ota? You're my thrall. You don't want me to tell Iris your secret, do you?
That's right.
Huh?
Wait, it's no big deal. I just...
You better start talking.
For realsies.
Okay. Last night, I was walking over to Sunfish Pocket, and I saw Renju come out of the building.
Was he alone? Someone was with him. A man. No. A woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look. I can tell you're trying to protect her, but you have to help me out here. Was it Iris?
No, it definitely for sure wasn't Tessa.
Got it. So Renju was with Iris.
God, he's bad.
Okay,
Super bad.
Fine. There's no point in hiding it, I guess.
You're bad at
You're
trying
right.
to hide it.
Renju came out of the building with Tessa. But Tessa has nothing to do with this. She wouldn't murder anyone. She wouldn't hurt a fly.
Great.
She's an idol.
Great.
Idols don't kill people.
Then
You
let
need
me
to
clear
stop
her.
putting her on a pedestal.
Tessa is a savior to me. The Tessa I know wouldn't hurt anyone.
Okay. What'd she do to save you?
The first time I met her, I had a bad case of writer's block. And I saw all this awful negativity online, and I lost sight of what I really wanted to write. It was the lowest point of my life.
He is
Okay.
talking like a professional, though he hasn't published anything.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
Then, by pure chance, I found a video of Tessa singing and dancing, and it made me realize something important. You don't have to care what people think, you know? If you do your best at what you believe in, your message will get through to people.
Is that what that
That
dance
attitude
means?
is something all great creators need to have. After that, I became a huge ACET fan and got over my writer's block. And I know I'm not the only one Tessa has inspired.
Okay.
A lot of otaku like me say that Tessa is their savior. She cheers them up when they're down.
1 second. Bam. Okay.
So there's no way Tessa can be involved in murder. Absolutely impossible.
Slow down. I didn't say she was a murderer.
But do you suspect her?
I need to hear her side of the story. If I do, I might find out she's totally innocent. If you truly believe that she didn't do it, you should tell me everything you know.
Yeah.
But
Do it for Iris.
For real. What time did Renju and Iris leave the building?
around 6:15, I guess.
Where did they go?
I didn't see. They got into Renju's car and drove off.
And what did you do?
I went inside Sunfish Pocket, but I saw a sign that said the entire club was reserved. I figured I would just go home.
What happened?
Hi. Perfect timing.
Date.
What's up?
Iris, there's something I need to ask you. Come with me.
Yeah, please. Also, I'm very curious. Did the screen get brighter for you guys when it went silent? I'm always curious if my Flux program on my computer affects what you guys see.
Iris, I'm going to ask you some questions.
I can't move around.
Please answer honestly. However, you do not have to say anything that might incriminate you.
The right to remain silent? You're treating me like a criminal.
Not exactly. I'm just looking for the truth, and I would appreciate your cooperation.
Can I look around now? Okay, I can. Security camera. This interrogation room has 2 surveillance cameras. This is one of them. The other is installed near the doorway. Can I see the door? Oh, dude! I actually see me looking at me. What's up? 2-way mirror. Small room on the other side of the mirror, but you can't see it from here. Cool. Okay. You used to work at Sunfish Pocket, right?
I heard you used to work at Sunfish Pocket.
That's right.
How long?
A little over a year.
Working there that long, you're probably pretty familiar with the equipment.
Yeah, I guess.
About the surveillance?
What about the surveillance camera? Do you know where those tapes were stored?
What are you trying to say?
Is Ota's story true?
Here's what Ota told me. Yesterday around 6:15 p.m., you and Renju came out of the Sunfish Pocket building. Is that true?
Yes? Mr. Okiura called me and told me he wanted me to come to Sunfish Pocket, ASAP.
Around what time was that?
5 p.m., I think. I got ready, then headed over there.
I guess I got there about an hour later.
Date, I checked her call history. At 4:58 p.m., there is a record of a call to Iris from Renju's phone.
What were you doing with Renju?
What were you doing with Renju?
He asked me about a job.
What kind of job?
He rented out Sunfish Pocket for a party and he wanted me to MC. He said that it was an important party and that a lot of big shots were gonna be there.
Cool.
But the girl he asked to do it originally got sick and couldn't come. But I turned him down.
Why?
Because I'm just an internet idol. I've never done any MCing before. Especially with important people being there.
I mean, that's fair. What did you do after you turned him down?
What did you do after you turned him down?
I left with Mr. Okiura. At 6:15 p.m. That must have been when Ota saw me.
And after that?
I asked Mr. Okiura to take me home in his car. I got home at 7 p.m. I was
Hey.
home the rest of the night.
He
What do
drove
you think,
for
Iva?
45 minutes. That's a good man.
I cannot detect any
I
contradictions.
guess.
However, her story appears almost too organized. Human memory is ambiguous.
Yeah, she said I left at a certain
Her
time.
use of exact times leads me to be suspicious.
hmm
That's true.
But Ota said that too. When did you find out Renju was killed?
When did you find out Renju was killed?
This morning, on the news.
And you were with Renju last night? You didn't think to call the police and inform them of this?
Oh, sorry. Is that something you're supposed to do? I had a podcast to
Fair.
record this morning, so if I went to the police, I'd be late. And that would cause everyone a lot of trouble, you know?
Then go afterwards. Do you have an alibi for last night?
What were you doing from 7 to 9 last night?
I was at home the whole time.
You're sure?
Yes.
Iba, thermograph.
There is no noticeable rise in Iris's body temperature.
She isn't lying.
Or really
Not
good at lying?
necessarily. We must consider the possibility that she is a natural liar.
I think
With
she
that
is.
kind of confidence, her temperature wouldn't change.
Correct.
Renju's estimated time of death was 8 p.m. last night. If Iris's story is true, she couldn't have done it.
There is another possibility. Even if Iris was at home, she could have killed Renju.
You mean...
Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
I'll ask again. You are sure you were at home around 8 p.m. yesterday?
Yes.
Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
You can, but there'd be no point.
Why is that?
My mom wasn't home. She came back home early this morning.
This morning?
Where was she?
Yeah.
Where was she?
I don't know.
You don't know. Come to think of it, Iris's mom had connections to Renju too.
Hitomi did mention that yesterday.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High.
This is probably the lover.
We've known each other for 20 years now.
I'm guessing.
However, we have nothing to link her to the case.
But I am curious. What was Hitomi doing last night?
Interested in her love life, eh? Oh yeah, why was she gone?
Am I a suspect?
It's not like that.
It's fine, Date. It's true that I met with Mr. Okiura yesterday, but how do I put this? It's impossible that I'm the killer.
Why?
I'm a teenage girl. Mr. Okiura is a fully grown man.
Oh, she's got a point. A girl like her could have stabbed, poisoned, or shot him dead, but strangling?
No, it's still possible. You see,
He was... Ooh. Because of the, Actually, let's look at this. Not the discovery, not his weight. Sedation. Okay, cool. I like this.
The autopsy discovered a high concentration of benzodiazepine in Renju's body.
Could have drugged
This
him.
drug is commonly used as a sedative.
Common.
It is likely that Renju was in a state of compromised consciousness before his death.
A heavy concentration of sedatives were discovered in Renju's body. Renju was practically in a coma before he died. He wouldn't have struggled.
So, Iris could have strangled him.
Wait a minute. Even if I was somehow able to kill him, the rest of it is impossible.
The rest of it?
Yeah.
Like hanging up his body?
How do you know that?
What do you mean? It's all over the news.
That's true. Renju weighed about 160 pounds.
158.
Even if she used her entire body weight, I don't think she could have hauled him up.
Right. It would be hard for her to do it with her strength alone. But with a little ingenuity, it could be done.
Ingenuity?
Yeah, each one of the barrels weighed 55 pounds, right? Oil drum? That's where the watch
The
is.
oil drum inside Sunfish Pocket, the type that has a lid you can open. With about empty, it weighs approximately 44 pounds.
Okay.
Renju's corpse was discovered at the maid cafe Sunfish Pocket, hanging from a beam on the ceiling by a wire. He was found over the counter.
Brick, happy hump
The
day.
wire was attached on both ends. One end was attached to a hook that was embedded inside Renju's jaw. The other end was attached to beer kegs found on the floor.
Right.
The kegs hold approximately 20 liters of liquid.
So right now we
They
are
weigh approximately 55 pounds each.
interrogating. What's her face? Tessa. Melanie, how you doing? Happy Thursday to you. So, Brick, where we are in the investigation, we had found freaking Renju. We've done some investigating. Iris, thank you. Called her Tessa the other way. The last person that saw or that was with Renju was actually Iris leaving from there. So now we are interrogating her, asking her why you were with him, what were you doing, blah, 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 all that stuff.
The autopsy determined that Renju vacated his bowels for muscle relaxation upon death. However, no trace of this was found on the corpse or at the scene. This means that it is highly likely Renju was killed elsewhere and moved to where he was found.
Because remember, when you die, you have a bowel movement. Because you can't hold it anymore. I think it's this. Right? That.
It went like this. First, Renju
Right.
was laid out on the counter. Next, the wire was thrown over the beam and connected to the hook in his jaw. Then all you need to do is put the 3 beer kegs on the counter.
You think a teenage girl could have done that?
I'm sure it was hard. The kegs weighed 55 pounds each. But that's not impossible, even for a teenage girl.
I guess it isn't impossible.
It's a stretch, though.
After that, you get on top of the counter, hook the other end of the wires to the kegs, and then, what do you think happens if you kick the kegs off the counter?
The 3 kegs weighed 165 pounds altogether. Renju weighs 5 pounds less.
Ish.
I guess that would make it possible.
We're not saying that Iris is the killer. We're saying we want some more information from her, and we think she's a really good liar. So, I mean, Ota was trying to lie about even seeing Iris with Renju. So,
But-
I think we're just trying to get some more information,
But there is one more thing.
What?
or get her to slip.
Considering
up on
the
something.
state of the crime scene, it's clear Renju was killed elsewhere and brought to where we found him. If Iris is the culprit, how did she move the body?
Hey!
I know. You're going to say you couldn't have moved a 160-pound body.
alone.
Unfortunately for her, she could have.
How?
The elevator? Oh, there's 2 things? What? Oh, the oil drum. Could have put the oil drum somewhere. An elevator? Because his watch was in there. I'm gonna put that in there. This could have something to do with, but I need more. Yeah, and then I think the elevator record.
Sunfish Pocket is located on the second floor. According to the records, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found,
We have no
the
idea who the killer
elevator
could be.
stopped
yet.
on
No.
the second floor only once. At 8:55 p.m. The total weight detected in the elevator was approximately 310 pounds.
So 160 plus 50 or 45, you're looking at just 2 something. So one other person could have been in an oil drum. That's what I think. I think if I put these together, where? Oh, yeah. How the culprit managed to move the corpse. I feel like this is good. Where? I almost want to put the weight. It's true that Renju was killed somewhere else and brought to Sunfish Pocket. I have to determine the transportation method. Oh, okay. Well, then this. Probably the elevator. Okay, maybe not. His weight? Question is, how did Iris move the corpse? It's not the elevator? What is the autopsy
Renju's
say?
estimated TOD is yesterday, around 8 p.m.
Okay.
Numerous hemorrhages in the blood vessels of the throat and face indicate strangulation.
Weight's not the oil
The weapon
drum?
used to commit the murder was some kind of twisted cloth.
Sandwich,
The
how you
criminal
doing,
likely
dude?
wrapped it around Renju's neck and pulled. Renju then suffocated. The more precise cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. In short, Renju was strangled. You have to prove that Iris could have moved Renju's body. That is your current task. This will not help you accomplish that.
Oh, the watch. Yeah. That's hilarious, Sandwich.
Do you know what this is? It's Renju's favorite watch. This was discovered inside an empty oil drum at Sunfish Pocket.
Hey, Date, I know you're on a roll right now, but could you please report things like that according to protocol?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that it wouldn't be so hard to move a body if it were in a cylinder. You would just have to roll it.
So you're saying Renju's body was moved inside the drum, which is how the watch came off. But the suspect didn't notice it.
I'm not saying anything for sure. Just pointing out that it's possible.
I didn't do it! You don't even have any witnesses! If I were rolling an oil drum in the middle of the street, people would have noticed!
You could have put it in a car and driven it.
I don't have a license!
Doesn't mean you can't drive. Even an AI can drive nowadays.
And they don't have
Are
licenses.
you mocking me?
Yes, we are.
Don't make sudden outbursts like that.
You insulted me!
Just be quiet.
Who are you talking to?
Anyway, Iris, you weigh about 105 pounds, right?
Oh yeah, we know these numbers.
Where is this coming from?
If only you weighed more. Or less.
That is none of your business.
No, I mean that your weight is relevant to the case. If the oil drum was used to transport the corpse, then the possibility of the suspect being around 105 pounds is extremely likely.
Yep.
Why do you say that?
Elevator records. Oh gosh, we're doing all this? Oh wait, elevator records 1. We need 3 pieces. There are others. His weight. And the oil drum. Dude,
Iris,
this is gonna get even more
on which
complicated.
floor
when
is
there's a lot
Sunfish
more,
Pocket located?
lot more
On the
evidence.
second floor?
That's right. So, I checked the elevator records. Before the corpse was discovered, the elevator only stopped at the second floor once, at 8:55 p.m. And we discovered that the total cargo weight on the elevator was about 310 pounds. Renju weighed 160. The oil drum weighs 44. Together, that's about 205. Subtracting that from 310.
This doesn't look good.
Why are you...
Now, this obviously doesn't prove you're the murderer. A lot of people weigh 105 pounds. Or someone could have put 105 extra pounds in the elevator, sent it up, and taken the stairs to throw us off the trail. However,
The camera's being deleted.
Date, stop. Iris is acting strange. Don't turn around.
why not?
Just stay put. Keep your eyes on the wall.
Are we looking at the mirror?
There are several cameras in this room. 2 surveillance cameras installed at the corners of the ceiling, and 1 camera on a tripod.
Uh-huh.
I hacked each to gain access to their recordings. Look at this.
She's texting?
She's fidgeting around. Is she doing something under the desk?
That's what it looks like. But we need to confirm something before we confront her. We need to know that she's in fact doing something under the desk.
Without turning around?
Jump
Yes.
out of his eye. Jump out of his eye.
How would I do that?
It's me. Come on. Jump out of his eye. Oh yeah, the mirror. She's got her phone with her. That's what that is.
Ah, shit. Iris, what are you thinking? What is that thing? Hey, answer me, Iris.
That's a really bad thing
She's
to do.
definitely hiding something, Date.
Oof. Oof, oof, oof.
Sync with her.
Somnium. I was like, when are we gonna do that again? Did she do it though?
Iris is experiencing REM sleep. Medication is working perfectly.
Oh, okay, put her to sleep.
How about it, Date? Think you can do it?
Probably.
Not a problem. Get it started.
The time limit is 6 minutes.
We know that.
So before time is up,
I know.
then
Going into a
let's begin.
somnium. I like these things. These are fun. Trippy every time they do that, though. Kind of a little off. Can I move? Pretty barren. Is she dead inside? Huh. Dude.
What is this place?
An empty warehouse. Jeez.